No, it's a great day for Patrick, and what I want everybody to understand is that this was about him and never about me. And obviously we're close-knit family and everything, but I wanted him to be as happy as he possibly could be in his decision, and I'm just happy that he came to a conclusion that he did, and you know, that now for us as a family, we know where he's going. That's a big thing, but definitely a great day for Milwaukee.
How awesome is it for you as a dad to finally get to brag on your son? Because with you being the head coach, there were some NCAA rules you never really knew, tampering. So how great is it for you to finally brag and say, yeah, my son's going D1 and I'm proud of him?
Yeah, publicly, I'll let you guys know he still has some chores to do at home. But no, he's everything that you would want a son to be. He's generous, he's kind, he's extremely humble. He's very good to his sisters, and that's all you want as a parent. And as a coach, and I think outside of talking about all the accolades and everything, he's also what you want as a player too. He's extremely unselfish. He's he has the ability to dominate a game, but sometimes he'd rather just come off to the side and do what he needs to do and let others shine as well, which is another remarkable trait considering the talent that he's had and that he has and what he's blessed with. So I think the thing that I think you'll see the most up to as he matures, that he gets stronger, he gets better, and now that he's playing with but older guys and grown men, so to speak, I think there's an opportunity for him to take another jump.
What do you think it's going to be like to see your son in a Panthers jersey?
It's going to be fun, and because of NCAA rules, I could never coach him. So it's going to be great because we've had all these moments in these gyms, working out and training together and doing all that stuff, and now to pull him out for not taking a shot or taking a bad shot or not defending is going to be weird, to say the least. But it's going to be great. I think the people who are really going to love him the most will be his teammates, because he's the consummate teammate. He's the consummate player from that perspective, because he doesn't have an air out there, but at the same time he has a true belief in who he is. So that confidence, I believe, will extend to his teammates as well.
Putting on your coach hat, what does he do? What does he bring to the team for next year?
Well, I think Coach Cerrone said it the best is you can put him at any place on the floor, and he brings value, to your team. Whether you need him off the ball or on the ball. He has great size. He has excellent length, and I think he's that type of player that you can build some things around. He's a very, very valuable player in person to anyone's program.
Was there any awkwardness throughout this as he's fielding calls and getting letters from across the country, and you're just kind of sitting there knowing that maybe you were the best option all along?
For me, it was never any awkwardness because I wanted this to be his decision, and if I ever wavered from that, I think he would even check me on that. But this was about him. This is his journey. I had my time as a player in these opportunities, but this was about him, and I just wanted him to be comfortable in his decision that he needed to make for himself. And ultimately, I'm glad that he's coming our way. But this was something that I wanted to make sure that he understood that this is your decision, and I wasn't going to get in the way of that.
How did he break the news to you, and did you have any inkling that, hey, this is the direction he's going to be going?
Well, I think everybody saw it right there, right in front of us today. There were some hints, there's some things that he talks about, but at the same time, he's a tremendous poker player because he says everything with a straight face half the time. Sometimes he's kidding, but this was as good of a moment as I could have had as a coach.
I know this is about him today, but I want to ask about you and what this means for your program. In a time where college basketball is seeing so much turnover and guys going all across the country transferring, for you to have a foundational piece and it be your son, how special is that for you as a coach?
Well, I think as a coach, the one thing that you want is trust among your team and among your players. And when you're a coach and you can trust your players, I think that's a great testament to what you're trying to build. And certainly having my son come to play for me, knowing that I'll trust him implicitly on everything and anything, that's really a great thing to have in our program. So along with our guys that we have returning, who have worked extremely hard this spring, I get another guy along with our guys that are returning that I can trust and believe in completely.
How do you feel like your other guys are reacting to this right now?
Well, they've seen him around and as far as just coming to prior to COVID, just coming around and all of that stuff. But I think they're reacting pretty favorably because they think of him as his little brother, and they're going to be the brothers he never had, which is going to be great for me because now he doesn't have to look at me all the time for answers.
At a recruit of his stature, he'll be expected to take the team to places they haven't been in a while or maybe ever with the Panthers. How do you guard against that but yet say the sky's the limit?
Well, the one area that I always talk to him about is never being afraid of any moment, any opportunity that's in front of him, no matter the competition that he's playing against. And yeah, he'll probably have a target on his back. The other thing that I'll depend on with our guys is that everybody step their game up as well, so that all the pressure isn't just on him. And what we always talk about is team. And my old coach Bill Foster at Northwestern, God rest his soul, would always tell me together each accomplishes more. And so together as a team at Milwaukee, we'll all accomplish more, not just because Patrick is coming along.
He's so unselfish. Are you going to get on him to maybe shoot a little more and take over a little more?
He knows I'll do that because I do it with my current players. If there's an opportunity and things that they've worked on thousands of hours in the gym, and if they don't take a shot that they're capable of taking, I'll get on them. And so certainly the same thing with Patrick in areas that I know that he has true gifts in and can do some different things. I'll definitely encourage him to be aggressive in areas that I need to.